We are live, gentlemen. We are playing Legend 5 Rings 4th Edition. Game is Night of a Thousand Screams. The guys have on the hunt for their culprit, the guy that set this whole thing up, or so they think. They are in the merchant's quarters going after a crab merchant that has been dealing with this. They open the door to his home and were greeted by the sounds of "come in." And that is when we start a niche in their broken conditions and bodies. I do want to reiterate that the lion is on a drug. I forgot that the last time, and it won't be suffering any penalties until 3 o'clock. And right now, it is not 3 o'clock just yet. So we will begin game with initiative.
What was the exact location of me and him? We're like just inside the doorwell.
Correct. You just opened the door, and you were greeted by a female voice saying, "Greetings, magistrates. I have been looking for you." And that is when a niche happens, as a light begins to focus around a palm of a human hand. You know that magic is being cast upon you, or soon shall be. So let's go to that.
I got a 21, Clay.
Okay.
34 for initiative.
You know what? I'll take my 21 on 777s, damn you.
Okay, what did you get there, Hida?
34.
34. So it's going to be Hida, Lion, and then the NPCs.
Okay, so how many are coming from behind?
You see movement and noise and movement as you turn behind you in the. Think of yourself in not a ratty part of town, but you see the picture in my setting there. The alleyways are close. The homes are close together. And you're not in a great neighborhood, but not in a poor neighborhood, so it's close. The alleyways are close. And on the roofs of the buildings to your right, from behind you, if you are facing away from them to your back, on your right-hand side, you see murmuring coming from a rooftop about 3 houses down. You also, coming from an alleyway to your left, behind you, you hear noise, but don't see anyone.
And in front of us is just darkness.
Yep, and that's where the voice had come from.
All right, I'm gonna run inside then.
Okay. So as you enter, you will be suffering a 1k1 to your attacks. You are in darkness.
Ooh, I hear. How far do I project that that voice came from?
Probably anywhere from 10 to 15 feet. So let me give you your penalties for being in the dark. Your character has been unable to see. You suffer a 3k3 to all ranged attacks, a 1k1 to all melee attacks, and your base armor 10 is equal to your reflex trait plus 5. So your armor has gone down while you cannot see. And your water ring is considered too lower for the purposes of determining how far you can move, or as part of a move action. So basically, it sapped your ability to move around because you are in darkness. If you want to tell me you just want to haul ass forward, go ahead. But it's considering that you're kind of moving around, feeling with your feet, your hands.
What had the voice said to us?
Ah, you saved me a trip.
Okay, so I'm not going to attack just based on that alone.
But, and you also see a flame, but it's not helping you with seeing. A flame is starting to appear before you in a hand, and since you're going first, it hasn't fully developed. Think of someone striking a match. But basically, starting to silhouette a hand and it's starting to glow. But since you beat the Inish, you can act first.
Okay, so what I'll say then, Mike, I'm still not going to attack because I'm not sure what's going on here, and I am the magistrate. So I'm going to go into the room and I'm going to say, Hide Kenpachi, who are you? Name yourself quickly.
Okay, and for a brief moment as you say that, it says, my master sends his regards, but has asked me to retrieve an item on your possession. You've gotten close to his plans. Are you going to do anything else?
Who is your master?
Nothing happens.
Okay, well then I'll attack.
Okay, you're suffering a 1K1.
Kenpachi apparently is the most original guy ever. Is this guy a fucking Bond villain?
Okay, so I'm
Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, let me tell you the whole plan.
7K2. A guy can hope. Okay, so 7K.
Makes me think of playing that card game Before I Kill You, Mr. Bond, or totally not renamed Spy Game.
All right, I'm gonna use a luck point.
Come on, Andrew, dude. You better be lucky those things refresh every session.
Lucky. That's the reason I chose them. Luck had nothing to do with it, scrub.
No. I mean, as a mechanical thing, they could have written that a lot different.
Oh, they could have. Okay, I'm using luck point again.
Andrew, you're not going to hit him in the dark. Just stop.
You don't know what I'm gonna hit. I don't know what I'm gonna hit. I can't see.
You actually stabbed the poor fucking dragon chick in the wrong body. What's her name?
Okay, with the penalty, I got a 36. Oh, Clayton. I'm grazed actually, so never mind. 31.
You have missed. And as you swish, and the flames kind of flutter on the palm of his hand at you, it's starting to enlarge and grow brighter. Just flickers a little bit. Go ahead, Mr. Lion, since you're outside.
Okay. If I hear the voice as well, I'm going to go ahead and take one action to get my katana out. I can do that, Andrew. Give me a second. Actually, I probably need to go get my headset from out of the car. But anyways, I'm going to get my katana out, and then I'm going to cautiously feel my way inside, hoping to God I don't run into the poor crab. I'm not quite going to attack once I realize I'm in pitch black.
Yep, you find yourself in darkness except for that flickering light that really you can't see. But you do see a slight silhouette starting to take form in front of you.
I'm going to hope to God I can put enough distance between us. That way, if he tries to throw like fire at one of us, he can't catch us both.
Okay. We are at the end of the initiative. What you hear is noise coming from the door that you just entered. You find yourself in darkness except for some of the lantern light at a distance coming through that door. You see a silhouette approach you, Kyle, as you your senses are feeling out the dark. You see shadows moving. As you look back, you see a silhouette of human. And all you hear is enjoy. And you hear the shut of the door. The two of you find yourselves in complete darkness, and you hear a latching happening from the outside. All the light you see being reflected against the silhouette of the man in front of you is that flame starting to grow and starting to grow. And it starts to move to the right of you, Lion, and to the right of you, Crab. And in the silhouette, you see the face of a rotted female body, rotted female face. And for the briefest moment, as it flares up and you can see the whole silhouette, this is the ugliest thing you've ever seen in your life. I need you guys to give me willpower checks. So this will be a raw willpower.
23.
27.
Okay. You both fail. You'll be taking a -4 to all roll dice until you're out of the area of this effect or out of its presence as the light fades. Yes, sir.
Oh, nothing. I figured it out. Never mind.
It is now back on top.
So that you said that was -4 to
All rolled dice.
I'll roll dice. Okay. So is my vision improved at all now?
Your vision is now in blackness. It just flared up so you guys could see it, and it just extinguished itself. But now you hear and sense the movement in front of you. Whatever it was is still in front of you, but you can't see anything. You sense it. Think of primitive man out in the woods by themselves. All the superstitions and stuff. So you know it's there. So the fear is still there. You just don't know where it's at.
Yeah, I'm going to attack where I hear it at.
Okay.
So we got 2 explosions on that. 12, 20, 30, 40. So with grazed in the 1K one, that one is 40. Or the minus 1K one, rather.
Before you attack, I've got that and I'll keep that. I will ask the 2 of you, do you wish to add your honor rank to your roll?
Sure. Yeah.
Question for you, Clay.
Yes.
Can I do that twice because of my ability?
For this, because you haven't used your ability, I will allow it. Because it says that you may, if you have high honor, be able to overcome this test. All characters may add their honor to this roll. So yes, you'll be able to do it to this roll. If you wish to do it, fail to do so could impinge your honor, though.
No, I mean, I will do it. I was just curious how that would work in conjunction with the lion's ability to once per round be able to use
that's
it.
That's your school ability. This is for overall fear effects.
Okay, that works. All right, make sure it's not going to somehow or another, because I know you can't stack abilities like that normally. So
no, this is just for fear effects. That's your ability. Your school effect.
Shit, you know what? I didn't do the -4, Clay.
For the attack?
Yeah, it's actually 36 with the -4.
Okay, hold on to 36. If you add it, what is your total? What is your honor rank plus the 27?
And my honor rank plus my roll, or for the fear check?
Yeah.
Would be a 34.
Okay, what did you get, Kyle?
Oh, for my willpower would have been 30.
Okay. I'm going to retcon because there was a GM screw up. You make the target number, which is 30, the 2 of you. You do not suffer the -4 for fear.
Okay, so that would put it back up to a 40 then for my attack.
You successfully hit.
Oh baby. Now that 1K1 is that for damage too? The -1K1?
Damage, that's only for your melee attacks. Damage is always rolled full. You decide what you want to do to a minimum of 1 die, though. But you choose your damage. Damage is always full dice.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm going to choose all of it. Okay. Don't you worry about that. I don't pull any below. Okay. Looks like you're actually got to take one away. This is damage on the Moto Scimitar. 1 explosion, 17, 26, and then plus 6. So 32. 32 damage.
32 damage. Okay, your blade connects heavily with something. Again, you don't know what you connected to. Okay.
And yeah, when my scimitar strikes it, by the way, Clay, I'll say, yeah! You want more of that?
And you feel weight kind of bring your, is it a 2-handed grip or 1-handed?
I'm using it 2-handed.
You feel weight. Think of that you hit something solid and it dug in, and then you feel as something going to its knees, and your sword kind of is pulled down. But you're strong enough, Mr. Force Strength, that you can hold it at that thing, but you feel pressure on your hands, pressure on your blade.
What it looked like, the Saracen from the old Robin Hood movies, like the painted man Morgan Freeman. I swing that around in front of me like a scimitar, and then level it Hammurabi style, like I'm gonna decapitate it and smack it in the side of the head.
Nice.
And I'm holding it against it, and I yell that.
Oh, that's gonna suck for her. Okay, it is the Akoto's turn.
The Akodo is going to step just a little bit forward now, where he feels like this thing is. He's going to take a couple of wild swings at it, 8K2.
Sounds good. Remember, you're not suffering anything from your wounds, but you are suffering the 1K1.
I already took all that out.
Sounds good.
Where's the 10 I needed? Here's the ones. I love it. Okay. Plus 8. 15 plus 8. 23.
23.
23 plus 8 is what?
31.
Yeah. That's plus 7 because I'm going to add my honor to the first strike to make it a 38.
You've got him.
So, can't do that twice. 3K2. Hey, we'll be keeping that one for sure. Total of 18.
18.
Okay.
Again, you just slap it and you feel the platters of blood probably hitting the ground, wetness, moisture.
Nice.
As it calls out, she calls out again. It's their turn.
Hang on, I get another swing, don't I?
What is your swing? Is it part of a
it's a simple action.
move action?
It's a simple action.
Okay, and you can take it. If you guys take a simple move action, it will require an athletics agility roll, so you don't fall. You don't know where you're walking into.
Are there any ones in there? Yeah, I don't have an 18 on this one, so I missed wildly.
She will spend a void point so that she can act without her wounds. That's fine. Got to increase the target number you're there. Okay. Let's see. 4. 2 of you. I'll need to do 2 raises. Okay.
Dirty bastard. I forgot to call my free raise on that, by the way.
Remember, sir. Remember. I will need an athletics agility check from the 2 of you. Let me know what you get.
Does this have any penalty with it being dark?
Yes, it does. You'll also suffer the 1K1.
Is
Actually,
this a
no? Just give me the athletics agility check.
Hey Clay, is athletics normally reflexes? Or no, it's agility, right? So
Agility, yeah.
For me, it's 3K3, no explosion because I don't have the skill.
Okay.
Okay, I got a total of 12. I'm probably getting knocked down on my ass.
Okay, what did you get there, Crab?
It's Jelly. I got 22.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, 17 because I'm still grazed.
Okay. With that, now I need an agility reflex roll from the 2 of you.
Is that actually? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Never mind. I'm gonna save that luck point.
You said agility and reflexes. Which one?
Oh, athletics reflex. Athletics reflex.
Like I said.
This one I'm not as good at.
I got a 16.
I'm gonna use my last luck point to reroll that.
Okay.
The luck fury.
I was gonna say, I think this is the record for the fastest fucking expenditure of luck I've ever seen.
with my grazed, it's 24.
Okay. You're able. So this is what happens, gentlemen. You hear mumbling. You, the 2 of you, especially you with Mara, have been, Sekenja casting. All of a sudden, the ground erupts into flame around you, around the Akodo, around the woman. And this is what you see as you guys try to kind of get out of the way. And the Akodo bumps into a small table and trips over it, i.e. that's the failed darkness check. Trips over the table, but he is still within the flame. You, Hida, you also come and you bump into that same long table, fall prone. you are able to roll out of the flame and not take as much of the damage that is about to occur as the ground, the tatami mat, and the table ignite. The Akoto crashes into the table and breaks his end of it. You are able to kind of crash into your end and roll away where you're not in flames, but you're going to get a little bit of damage as well.
What it reminds me of, Clay, you know, in Last Samurai, when like the badass swordsman gets his horse killed and he like falls to the ground and then like rolls until like a get up.
Very nice.
That's what it's like. Like I fucking crash into the table and fall, but then with like my Gaijin horse maneuvers, I instantly like do a barrel roll and come back to my feet getting. But how much do we get burnt for?
I'm rolling that now, sir. I'm rolling that now. I just had you had to make a certain TN to see if you were able to kind of roll out, but the darkness hurts you if you don't make the 20 TN. So give me a second, and we will do that. Wrong one.
Akoto gets burnt for 40 damage.
Son of a whore, Clay.
What's up? You can save yourself all out because I haven't rolled damage yet.
Yeah, I can add my honor to the roll.
Okay.
No, actually, shit. No, I can't. I used that already.
Fuck. You used that in your other one. Once a round, isn't it?
Yeah, it's once a round. Never mind. I thought this was for some reason. I was thinking it's a different round. It's not. Never mind. Fuck it. I have to eat it.
It's going to be 3K3, gentlemen. No extra modifier. What is the roll? 14 points of damage, 7 for those that have rolled out of it. But the area is now aflame, and the blindness condition, the darkness condition, is taken away.
Hey,
What's
Clay,
the gentleman? Yes, sir.
Armor reduction going to go against that as well?
For the initial, I'll allow it since it's a physical attack. So yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna gloriously roll through that frame then, like a Gaijin cannonball.
And as you roll around, damaging more property, you see dolls and other equipment, sake glasses, different things that you're crushing through. You see the woman. She is wearing crab colors. And as she does that, her hand is inflamed on the ground. The tatami mat that she lit on fire in the area in which she was able to ignite it, catch flame. And she kind of slowly stands. And you two can give me, as you're looking up from the ground and you stop rolling around and you've gotten your way out after being that initial burn tile, getting the full force of the fire, you can give me a lore check, a knowledge lore, Sekenja, if you have it.
Oh yes, reveal to me your secrets. Never mind. Keep your secrets.
Andrew, do your dice hate you tonight?
I got a yeah, they do. I got 13.
Okay. What about you there, Lion?
I don't have the skill.
With a 13, you know she is an apprentice. But you don't know what school or whatnot she falls under, but you kind of get the markings that she's not a full-fledged Sekenja. She's just an apprentice.
Oh god, that's like a Jerry Lewis observation. Like, hey, Akoto, someone's taught her magic.
Yeah, pretty much it. Yep.
What was the first clue? Lighting me on fucking fire?
We are now back on top. What do you wish to do?
So there's enough fire in here now that we can see everything, right?
There is enough fire to see everything, but it kind of flared out. Think of it's probably 15 feet around her, and you guys were in her area. So she targeted 3 targets, the ground and you guys individually, but you guys were moving and shaking around. But there is flame around her. So if you stay in the flame, you're going to take damage. If you continue to attack her, she's outside of your sword range, is the distance.
Okay, so I'll have to move. I'll have to go through the fire to get at her, but the 1K1 is gone now from the darkness?
Correct.
Fuck it, I'm going through the flame to get at her.
Okay.
I do what I have to do. Do you want me to do the attack first, or do you want me to see how much the flame hits or hurts me first?
I'll do damage on the flame. Go ahead and give me your attack. We'll do the flame after.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Attack. Come on with that scimitar. Oh, baby. This is going to be a good one. 60.
You successfully hit her. You could have called raises on that hit.
Yeah, but I didn't think I would roll very good. I'm out of luck points too. Oh well, that was a really good one. It's kind of a waste, but all right, so damage. 3. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, so now I'm gonna roll freaking horrible damage. Horrible for me. 24 damage.
Describe how you take her out.
Oh hell yeah. So I will lower my shoulder and propel myself through the fire, pulling the scimitar back. And when I land, I'm gonna have it in like a decapitate position again. I'm gonna feint her and smack her square in the face with the hilt. And when she stumbles back, I'm gonna withdraw it and then plunge it deep into the chest and turn it.
She is skewered upon your saber.
Actually, am I close to a wall?
You're kind of in the middle of the room, but yeah, to your right, you could probably, within an arm's reach, maybe a little further, you could touch the wall.
Okay, would it be cool then if when I stab her with it, I rotate her towards the wall and let go and let her go flying back and stick into the wall with the sword in her?
Yeah, with your mighty hues and everything else, you could do that.
Yeah, so she'll get pierced into the wall and I'll let go. And you'll see the end of the sword go wong, 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 kind of like shake as it's like reverberating stuck into the wall.
And as that happens, um, you've all seen Harry Potter when he uses the cloak of invisibility, the wavering effect of the cloak. And right next to the wall, it falls. Just think of this cloak just coming off of this woman, and you see another woman, slightly younger, probably just after Jimpaku, shaking, and you hear the twinkling of water coming from below. And she just shakes. Magistrate Samus, I surrender. It wasn't me. And she drops to her knees, and that's when you realize there's a puddle of where she's kind of sitting and standing and kneeling in. She's just threw her body down looking at the two of you and then just throwing her head down. Please do not kill me.
I'm gonna beetle out of the fire.
Okay, you're able to roll yourself out of the fire. Are you going to go closer to the door, closer to the walls?
Shortest possible distance.
You're going back towards the doors. Or the door.
Yeah. Because I imagine that's probably what would happen there. But yeah, and the way I'm envisioning this is because there's a lot of fire around. I'm not even trying to stand up. I'm literally like, I'm back crawling, Clay.
Okay. You're able to make it. Again, feeling no pain. Even the pain from the flame. Feeling no pain.
I'm going to regret this in an hour or two.
It's going to hurt. What are you guys going to do? Unless you guys just kill her, combat is over.
Yeah, that's yet to be seen. I'm going to retrieve my sword from this hag that I punched into the wall first.
When you pull the sword, it is a beautiful woman. As you see it looks like Kuni makeup, kind of on one side. Think of below the ear, or along the chin and down to the chin, like they only did a fourth of the actual mask. And she's quite nice looking. She's not a hag or a beast in that magic that you saw earlier. You guys are kind of getting it as either illusion or some type of fear aura that she had blasted once you saw her.
And was it? Are we getting? Is our take here that this girl is the apprentice Shugenja?
That's the take you're getting. Is the one that you just killed has the markings of the apprentice. This other one has no markings. She's wearing just a rundown kimono, no markings, no mons. The woman you killed had the markings, and you think it was a apprentice Kenja.
So okay, so we're not thinking that this little girl has like any magical powers.
You don't know, but you don't think that. Again, she just appeared before you.
Okay, when I pull the sword out, then I'm gonna get like a nasty look on my face and turn and look at the Akodo and then look at the girl, and I'm going to say, "You have very few minutes to explain yourself, or I make a very rash decision."
her head again. She just starts shaking. You hear water upon water as she shakes before you. What are you doing, Akoto? The flames have kind of died down now, where they won't do anything to you. You can put them out with your boot heel.
Dakota is going to finally stand up after getting out of that fire, and he's going to go over, and he's going to put his hand on the magistrate's shoulder, and he's going to caution patience here that something else is going on. Even though he's not 100% sure what the heck just slapped this out of him, he is very well aware that something much more is going on, and it's very wrong feeling. So just killing this girl doesn't seem like a smart move. You may have information we need.
Yeah, Kenpachi will say, he'll nod to that and say, I agree. Judgment will be passed on what the girl has to say. But you better speak, and you better speak now, girl.
And she starts to whimper. That's when you guys hear a coming from behind you on that door that was just shut. And you see Muzi, the witch hunter that you guys were traveling with. And over one shoulder he's got a body, and on the other shoulder he's got another body. Ah, magistrates, it appears that you are still with us. I have captured these individuals.
I thought we seppuku the witch
Yeah,
hunter.
I think he seppuku'd himself.
Oh, he did? Then I take that back. You are on your own then. If the crab Cooney witch hunter killed himself.
Yeah, remember he got stabbed by.
Oh yeah, he became affected and he committed seppuku. Never
right
mind
in the middle
that
of the
scene.
courtyard without a proper freaking ceremony.
That's true too.
And I seconded for him and cut his head off.
I just remember. I take that back. So none of that happens. You guys are alone, and she's shaking.
Oh man, this is like that moment. I'm like, is it really you? And it was just like a vision in my head. Oh, that's right, I killed you.
All the injuries you've taken tonight have added up.
Shit. Okay, I turn back again to the girl. Girl, you better speak.
What would you have me say, magistrate?
Why are you here?
I am just learning the ways of the kami, and she had me follow her and try to stop you because you have the masks.
The Cooney had you follow her.
I think so. I'm not sure.
I will take my weapon and point it with blood dripping off of it over towards the beautiful Cooney woman that's now slumped against the wall with like a blood streak running down behind her.
Some of the local, the Shishiro magistrates had taken some of us. They told me it would be okay that the hypocrisies, and she just starts to whimper again and cry, and tears come out. Your cult, the way of the moon, said that we would stop the sun. Who was, they captured some of the brethren and taken them to the prison for questioning. I don't know anymore. I was supposed to learn from her.
Hey Clay,
Yes.
Can I roll out of sincerity to see how much of this bullshit I believe, basically?
You both can roll so if you so deem.
Yep. I got a total of 17.
Okay. You think she's being honest. She's scared shitless, but you think she's being honest.
Okay.
It's possible that she just got in with a bad crowd and kind of they were whispering honeyed words to her.
At least that's what I believe.
That is what you believe. What about you there, Hida?
I got a 16, so the same thing.
You feel the same way.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the girl then. How old are you, girl?
14, magistrate. Sama?
Have you taken your Genpuku ceremony?
I have done it once or twice and have failed, and was to do it again. Please don't kill me.
Damn it, I was hoping she was an adult. Compaccio grit his teeth a little bit.
Since when has this stopped us in this game, Andrew? Just after all the bad things that have happened, you're gonna stop it. Oh well, she's a child. We shouldn't murder her.
I don't murder children on purpose.
You just strip women naked in the middle of the fucking street because you think they're carrying a fake baby.
What? That wasn't a child. That was a woman.
Okay, because that makes it better. Sexually assaulting somebody.
It does. That
Thinking as you guys
does
are
make it better. Objectively better. That makes
As
it
you guys are-
objectively better.
shit. As you guys are kind of staring at each other, looking at each other, and contemplating this, she takes it as a sign that you're about to execute her, and she screams out, "There are other cultists at the prison! Do not kill me! They were taken." And she starts to shake uncontrollably. You know that the prison is at the civil hall. It's a 3-story building. You know, it's impersonal. It's what they use. It's got high pyramids that fly the Mono, the Scorpion clan, and the Shishiro kind of are the guards of it. You've been there a few times. This is what you didn't need to roll for this knowledge. You've been there a few times. They've got 2 types of cells. They've got the ones above ground that are clean, that have the simple straw mat and the kneeling cushion. Then you have the ones that are down below, that are just filled to the brim with seething masses of gear that they use, i.e. torturers' gear. They feel the Heman here and the Edda that they fill in there are usually filled 50 to 75 a room. Think of people trying to get into the country and they just fill the boats. You know, these misfortunate souls that you can't even squat the shit. And you probably know they've never been clean. They reek of foulness. But that's where you'd probably take people to be hung or tried.
I'm going to suggest to Kampachi that we put this girl into one of the cells, and once this night is over, we can return her to her clan for proper punishment, regardless of whether or not she's actually committed any crimes in the act of murder or whatever. She clearly was aware of what they were doing, and she refused to break away from them and let authorities know, which is a crime in and of itself. But it's up to her clan exactly how they should punish her.
I agree with that. However, there is one last hoop you're gonna have to pass through, girl, and I'm gonna pull out a piece of jade.
Yeah, her face is in. She's probably, if she wasn't leaning slightly to the side, she'd probably drown in the fluids.
Go on, touch it.
She doesn't even look at you, and she raises her arm, and she's about to touch you with a grimy hand. What is your armor class? She's scared enough. She's just reaching out to grab you and whatever you're reaching to give her.
Who's higher on initiative? Because
you would beat her if you wish to get out of her way, but you know she's going to touch you if you do not get out of her way.
I'm going to get out of the way. I have a TN, it'd be 35.
She's just reaching for whatever. She's not looking at you. She's not looking up. She's just reaching because you told her to touch something.
No, I did not say to touch me. Touch the jade.
You kidding? While she does that, Clay, I still have my katana out. I'm gonna take the flat of the blade and slap her arm with it.
Okay, you slap her arm with it. She reaches out in pain. Oh, forgive me.
And I'm not doing it to hurt her, but it's clear that she's not supposed to touch us. We don't trust her right now.
She doesn't move after that. She thinks you hit her after telling her to touch something. She doesn't know it's the lion next to you.
Fine, then stay still then and don't move. And I'm gonna come in and slowly touch her with the jade.
Nothing happens.
All right, let's take her back to my offices.
Okay,
Yoko can watch her.
Do we have anything we can bind her hands with in here, Clay?
Cloth, if you wish to soil yourself with her filth.
Nah, let's not tie her up. Let's just make her stay underneath her cloak.
Okay, that'll work.
Are you taking her back to your warehouse or the prison?
Warehouse.
Yeah, my warehouse.
Okay. It is getting later, about 2 a.m. after you guys have done this and you've made your way back. As luck would happen, you notice that a contingent of guards are coming, Thunder Guard are coming, and in between them, there's a man. There are about 12 of them with their commander, and you have just entered the place. You've just entered your compound, went through your fence. You're going inside. You see your guard, and you see everything that you've done in the last 6 to 8 months. You're opening your door, and you hear, "Emerald Magistrate." You look back, and you see about 12 guards and all wearing scorpion armor, and they've got 3 men and a child in between them. They look like they've been beat, ragged, and filthy, and they're leading inside your compound.
Oh, they're not coming in. I'm gonna stop them at the door and close it. I'll push. Have we talked to Yoko yet?
Yoko hasn't. You guys have just made it into your offices. It's light enough that Yoko isn't there.
All right, I'll push the girl into one of the cells then and lock it really quick, and then go to the door.
Okay, as you go to the door, what are you doing, Lion?
I'm so tempted to see if we can pull off a Blazing Saddles here, but really don't need to. I'm gonna go stand quietly by the door, but I'm gonna put my back against the wall and hope to God they don't see where I'm at. I want to make sure I'm in position in case they try to start something.
Okay. They come inside your compound area and they're making their way over, but they'll stop as you approach your doorway. A very thin-looking man approaches. He's wearing, actually, you recognize his outfit is that of the unicorn, Shinjo family to be precise. And he comes out, he's got the Fu Manchu, he's got the flowing hair. Think of the guy from Conan, the barbarian, asking what is greatest in life. He's got that look to him, except he's not full on. He's got the kimono, and he just has the color and the look, the facial look, and he says, "Ah, Emerald Magistrate, son," and he bows low. You see that his mon of office is that of the Unicorn Magistrate. You don't know particularly who he is unless you wish to make a further check. He says, "Oroku-san and others have informed me that you of the things that you've been looking into and investigating. He has made some of the other clan magistrates aware of this. I imagine you were to be doing it yourself, but are full in your investigation. I just think that you may find these folks," and he points to the 3 individuals in the center circle of these Thunder Guard, that were brought in an hour ago. I know you were investigating an attack on the Shishiro warehouse, and we were investigating the Unicorn warehouse. They seem to be tied together, or so the Hatamoto says. And they were talking about stolen masks. Do you think they would be of interest to you or related?
I will give him the common courtesies, like bow when he bows, and I'll greet him, and I'll say, I think they very well may be valuable in this investigation. You're willing to turn them over to me?
I have no problem with it. The Thunder Guard, and you see this Shinjo snap off. You, whatever your name is, come forth. And you see probably a small Chewy, lieutenant pop up, and he bows really low. And he looks. Ooh, one moment, gentlemen. Sorry about that. Noise. One.
Oy vey. Andrew, why does everything go from bad to worse when we try to fix things?
I don't know. It's almost like there's some kind of adversarial intelligence trying to make us fail.
I don't think of Clay as an adversarial intelligence, just demonic. There's a difference.
No, I don't think Clay is the adversarial intelligence. I think the person who came up with the scenario is the adversarial intelligence.
Can we just blame John Wick since he created the world? Makes it easier.
Yeah, he's ultimately responsible for this saw-like trap.
Dude, I am like 20 points away from death.
I'm not quite that bad, but I'm wounded too. But
Death comes. Good.
I'm not in good shape right now though, because I'm out of my luck points too.
Yeah, we're really fucked up, dude. We really got to figure a way to stay healthy for the remainder of this evening.
Hey Clay, if we could start playing in 20-minute sessions, that would be great. So I get 3 luck rolls every 20 minutes.
You know what? From here on out, every session, your void points reset. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah, I understand why they got rid of luck points. It's really good.
They're not as good as void points, but they getting the ability to reroll what 3 times.
If you yeah, you can take it 1 to 3 ranks. So yeah, 3 is the maximum.
Yeah, that's kind of absurd. What book does that come out of?
It's the core book.
The core. Okay. There's so many places with different things in it. My poor dude is just out of void. He's out of void. He's out of any chance to like actually save himself right now.
Holy shit! I just wasted a really good roll. I just rolled 6 dice and got 4 explosions.
By the way, Pundit has a new video up on Matt Mercer.
Oh, does he? Let's see what that's called.
All right, sorry about that, gentlemen. So they do tell you that they're going to fork over the prisoners to you. It's not a problem.
Excellent. Well, I'll thank the Unicorn Magistrate then very graciously. I'll give him a deeper bow and say, thank you for helping us out with this. I'm sure these will be valuable.
Okay. The Thunder Guard, unless you stop them, and at the same time, because of the loudness and the yelling of the Shinjo, Yoko does come down in. She's in her kimono, but she's in her sleeping attire, and she comes down and she just watches. And the Thunder Guard, they put the kid with the younger man in, but a scraggly-looking man is lastly shoved inside a cell by the guards, and he's shoved inside and forced to his knees. And one of the Thunder Guard turns and says, he's giving us trouble. And basically, the man is facing you guys in the crowd of Thunder Guard, and this one guard hasn't stopped yet. You see this man gives you just this hateful look, just hateful. And he sees you, Emerald Magistrate, and then he turns to the lion, and just pure rage engulfs him. You notice that he's wearing a brown, gray robes, and it looks like the usual costume of a Ronin or a lesser house. It's not a Great Clan kimono.
This is one of the people that was brought to us?
Correct. And as they're bringing in, the younger man and the kid were led into one cell, one apiece, and they didn't resist. But this guy is fighting. So the guard that was putting him in the cell basically kicked his knees out from underneath him. He's on his knees, and he's facing the door, and the guard is behind him waiting for your instruction. And this guy is just giving you guys death dagger stares. And before you guys can say anything, he just screams, "I don't know who you are, magistrates, but you should know." And you notice that his teeth look busted up. He possibly resisted arrest. "There's nothing you can do to me. Lord Moon has not already done. I have given my soul to him and can never be freed of him. No power can release me. I am his servant, and I will not be judged by the likes of you." He snarls and spits.
Okay, I'll come walking out then really slow, like Shaw Brothers style, over to him, and I'll say, my judgment is execute him.
He doesn't even blink. And as you say that, he spits at you. "And even if I hadn't given Lord Moon my soul, I still wouldn't have talked to a dishonorable filth like him." You got in his face, but he's like spitting. But since you got in his face, he spits at you. But you know he's looking at the lion.
I'll speak to him again and say, "We do not wish to speak to you, filth. We wish for you to die and depart this world."
As he calls me dishonorable Phil, I'm gonna walk over, and since he's resisting, I don't think this is going to be a problem. I'm gonna put a knee dead straight in his chest and remind him that dishonor is only reserved for those that commit crimes and who otherwise do things like sell their souls to Oni and other demons. And
go ahead and give the two of you, as you guys are doing this and saying this, go ahead and give me an awareness investigation roll. I will do one for Yoko since she's read your files and you guys have talked to her about this.
Mine's 22.
Okay.
Oh, Christ. Oh, 6, 7, 5. 26.
Okay, you both realize this. You both see it. As you're about, you've said your piece about it, whatnot. You guys notice that there's a black circle. Looks like a brand in the man's inner forearm as he was struggling and whatnot, moving about. And with your awareness rolls, you remember hearing the moon cultist who had visited the Scorpion warehouse and threatened Chizo. That's the guy that's in that bubble about the masks. You think that you've captured a moon cultist, an actual one.
Oh, good. I will say then, seeing that and smiling and looking at the Akodo and say, my judgment is that you be executed. However, we are going to wait. You'll go in the cells like the others as we sort out the events of tonight. You might still be of use of us before your disastrous end.
Hey, Clay.
Yeah.
Mechanically, is there any way to tell if somebody actually has Lord Moon's curse without them shifting?
You'd have to give me a roll.
Yoko might know.
That's
my
what I
character
rolled
would be able
for.
to do it. I just couldn't remember if there was a way to do it or not.
There is.
Okay. That's fine.
Stormtroop's
I'm asking that as a meta question because it's been a long time since I've messed with Lord Moon. So
I will give you both an intelligence. What is recalling memory? I'll give you an intelligence roll, and I will allow it to be a lore check. You can use Shadowlands for ITN, Sekenja knowledge for a lore TN, or if you have lore religion, you can roll that as well.
I'm not gonna even do the roll. We've got 2 Shugenja now inside. I'd rather them do it.
Yay, my 13 should tell me all I want to know. I'm sorry, no, 13, 19. I'm sorry, it's a 19. It's 3K3.
Okay. 19 is not high enough. Yoko does say, as you guys are talking, an item of Lady Sun may burn away such darkness. The shadow of Lord Moon may again see the light.
I'll turn to Yoko and say, very good. There's going to be some things we need to speak about, but first, let's get this man in his cell and see our guests out. I'm sure they have other business this evening.
As you say that, you kind of turn back to your 11 Scorpion Thunder Guard and that lieutenant. They think of cats with the scent of prey, mice upon them. Just that facial expression, their ears are really peaked and everything else. You know they were watching and ready to report back any shenanigans or failed honor attempts, anything that they could possibly use against the Emerald Magistrate and his companion, the Akodo. But as you turn to face them, they go back to wistful, the whole, oh, nothing to see here, they're kind of ignoring that they were paying attention. Oh,
yeah.
You have nothing left, Emerald Magistrate. We will go about our duties.
Thank you. You have done me much honor. I will repay this favor.
They leave. They bow out, and they leave. They shut themselves behind Sinjo. If that is all, Emerald Magistrate, I will also be about my business.
Hi,
And
thank
then
you.
he stops and says, "What mons do you display?"
I'm
You have the
displaying
ones over your heart, over your other breast, and on your back.
my back. The one on my back, which is not visible, is a Bayushimon, but the one that's visible over my heart is the Crabmon.
Okay. Do you have any other mons?
Nope, not wearing a Unicornmon at all.
Okay, he's not high enough and knowledgeable enough. He wouldn't bother to bug you. He leaves, and you guys are alone back. Yoko has taken this time as you guys were interrogating your prisoner, and she kind of was lighting stuff up. So your area is clean. I guess your workspace is clean. Also, coming down the stairway from the residential quarters is a beautiful, beautiful woman, Akoto, that you've never seen before. She is wearing. You've probably seen Kakuko's pictures in this game, but she's wearing a very revealing but still covering up kimono off the shoulders and whatnot. No mask, but she's very beautiful. She kind of saucering down.
She's coming towards my place.
She's coming down from the residential quarters from inside your building.
Is this the was this Dennis's squeeze?
That is correct. You never fired her.
What was her name, Clay? Because it's been like a long time since I.
She was called Shishiro Mi, M-E, Shishiro Mi.
Ah, that's right. And yeah, I imagine I'm still on. At least I know she's spying on me, but I
You know that
imagine.
she's still spying on you, and you notice that when Void Dragon is never brought up between you and Yoko, but you know that Yoko has put her basically to work.
Ah, yes. Okay, so I'll introduce them because I realize that he hasn't ever met her before, so I'll say, oh, my manners, forget myself. Kodo, this is Shoshiro Mi.
And just like that, think of Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit. She saucers up to you there, Kodo.
Seeing how I despise a scorpion and I'm pretty sure they murdered my wife, um, I'm gonna act with just a slight bit of revulsion. She has a sure name.
And I'll be like building her up, like I straighten my back and I'm like, ah, yes, the beautiful Shoshiro Mi, very competent. She's been indispensable to our operation here. As I'm looking up into the ceiling, like I'm drifting away towards the heavens.
You notice that just seeing that revulsion that you show, her hip jets out a little further. Her walk slows down a little bit. Toe to heel. And she circles around you. Can I provide tea? Akoto-san. And then she turns to the Emerald Master. Hida-sama. I will get the tea, Miyamoto-san. And she saucers towards the back, beyond the desks that are sitting there, with the many scrolls. The wall that has the many scroll pockets in it. And you find yourselves alone. Yoko bows low. I should help her. She should not have to do such a task alone. And she quickly leaves as well.
As she leaves, especially with the turn on, like her sexual charm she tries to turn on me, I'm going to spit in the floor and say, how dare that harlot believe she could replace the one true love I once had.
Kenpachi looks slightly confused, maybe like a dash of amusement. And he says, it seems that you have quite the story I haven't been told, Akoto. Maybe someday you will tell me.
Perhaps if we live through this night, it will be worth our time to share our histories.
Indeed. We have a pressing matter at hand, and my eyes turn over to the little shit moon cultist that's been shoved in his cage.
What are you going to do? He's just staring there. Now that everyone's gone, he's kind of at the far side of the cell. He's just giving you guys this think, especially the Akoto. Your kind should have been fed The moon long ago.
I'm gonna
Saved
grab
us
one of the
trouble.
staves, Clay. I don't care if it has a weapon on one end or not. I'm gonna use the blunt end of a staff, and I'm just gonna keep jabbing him with it. He wants to talk trash about the lion. I'm just gonna keep hitting him in the face with it.
Eventually, you're going to do enough damage where you may hurt him or whatnot.
I want to subdue him, actually. I want to hit him until he passes out.
Okay, he's getting close to that point.
I don't care. That's my goal.
I will turn to the others while he's mercilessly beating him from like Kung Pao with the stick, and I'll say, "This is physical rehabilitation. Nothing to see here."
You see the young boy is staring horrified at this, and the older boy or young man is kind of trying to reach out for him. They're close enough. You hear, "It is okay, Rube. It is okay."
Don't worry about what's happening here tonight. Strange things are happening, and I'm not sure you were involved in this at all. You have nothing to fear from me, as well as you are honest when inquiry comes.
So after I'm done beating this guy, and I'm probably breathing pretty heavy, I'm going to give this little kid just a really bad death stare while I still have the stick.
Again, that familiar smell of comes to your waist to your nose, and you hear the trickling of water.
Yay, it made him piss himself. Yay.
Kenpachi will
not have any qualms about beating children.
I'll take off my glorious topaz helmet and set it under my arm and lay down my Moto scimitar over on its rack and start taking off my gloves. And I'll say, "Do you know who I am?" And I'll speak to the two younger of our captives.
One says, "You are the corrupted Emerald Magistrate that is here to protect this city of filth. It will be destroyed in the light of Lord Moon." This comes from the middle-aged kid. And as soon as you kind of look at him, he shuts up, looking back at his older compatriot that just got beat down and is still conscious, but is kind of too beat to really do anything.
Kenpachi will set down the helmet and the gloves and slowly walk over and say, "You are in leagues with that man over there. Do you have the same tattoo that he has?"
"I have not yet earned the right."
And
he stands his chin pushed out.
Why, boy, do you believe that I am corrupted?
We've been told stories of your corruption, how you went into the Shadowlands, how you came back, and nothing bothered you, nothing happened to you, and yet you are here. And we also heard stories that you betrayed your clan, which was originally the Unicorn. Were they not good enough for you that you had to leave them?
And boy, you blindly accept everything that's told to you like you're a good little soldier, just following orders, never thinking for yourself. Is that what you think a man is?
I have visions. Lord Moon himself has given me such.
Yeah, like Lord Moon would give you a vision.
He kind of, his mouth and gums kind of wiggle as he's either wanting to cry or scream, and he just shuts up. "I have too much honor to talk to you," and he turns, just does about face and has his back to you.
And I'll say, I'm gonna try to rope-a-dope him into telling me about the vision. I'm gonna be like, "Stupid boy, you don't even know what a vision from somebody like Lord Moon would look like."
Okay, let's see what I will have you do.
For the record, Andrew, look at my comments in the side chat there, and remember that is a thing.
Oh, he's getting hung. This kid's dying. If he
go ahead and give me a courtier awareness check as you're trying to manipulate him. I will give you a TN of 20. If you do raises, you'll be able to do a more thorough job.
Without luck, let's. No. I've got to get something out of this, or I'm gonna look like an idiot. So no raises.
Okay.
Okay, so I got 22.
Okay. How are you trying to manipulate him? What is it that you want him to do? Besides
I'm basically trying to wound him by me saying that Lord Moon he wouldn't consider him worthy to give him a vision. He doesn't even know what a vision from Lord Moon looks like. I'm basically trying to goad him into telling me his vision to shut me up.
He rushes to the gate, to the cage. Again, you're still taking off your stuff and talking. You're not even near close, I imagine. And he throws his arms out as if he's trying to claw at you, and he says, "He did so! I was asked to drink the blood of Lord Moon. the gift of Lord Moon, and he came to me and showed me the vision. Now, if we do, and then he stops. How we do? Hang on, let me. I'm gonna swoop. I wrote down what I'd have him say. If Osama is fulfilled in his quest, that this city would burn through all the heretics, Lord Moon would take it, and the Lady of Light would not condemn us to death. We, Lord Moon's followers, would do it, and the reign of Lord Moon would start here in this city of corruption and filth. That at tonight's ceremony, we will conquer the light. The Lady Sun's prizes would be gone.
Kenpachi
Since I'm already
smiles.
terrified of their friend Clay, I'm going to tell him that he's going to get to meet Lady Sun at the end of a rope, and I hope he enjoys the trip.
He still stares at the crab, still angry at what he said about Lord Moon, and he turns, but he's still looking at the crab. You pathetic lions, here with your honor. You have no honor to speak of. No honor yet you deal with. And he just kind of clawing at his way, trying to get towards the crab, but still kind of spits in your direction, lion.
Is his arm out of the cage?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to hit the shit out of it with a stick.
Go ahead and do damage.
What's the damage on a stick?
It's your strength, 1k1 plus
Okay.
strength.
So let's just call it 10k10.
4k1. He takes 9 points.
You crack his arm, and just with the wood, I don't know if you've ever seen what a rattan stick would do to flesh once you hit it right, but you see bone exposed right in his forearm, right where you hit, and blood kind of just spurts. Then he just starts to scream, ah, ah, and he reaches in to bring his arms back in, and it hits his forearm that you kind of crack, and he just cracks it on the other side, and it kind of flops in the other direction as he pulls it through, just flopping at his side. He probably just looks at it and passes out.
Okay, I was gonna say if he doesn't fall over Clay, I'm gonna walk in front of him. I was gonna walk in front of him and shove him down with the stick. And as he's passed out, I don't care if he's passed out. I'm gonna remind him that honor never ends at the end of a rope. How dare he ever lecture me on honor?
He's out, snot and everything else, blood kind of coming down. He may have bit his tongue, but he's out there. He's out cold.
Like I said, I don't care because his little friend that's still awake just heard me say that.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm done like taking off just my minor pieces. I still got my major armor on. I'm gonna then like walk over military style to the edge of the cage, and I'm gonna look at his younger brother, or just the younger of the captains. I'm assuming they're related. And
as you get close, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You go first, Clay.
As he close, he is just shaking, and he kind of takes a step closer to his brother as you're approaching, and he's just shaking, and he goes, and then he sees you coming, and you're approaching, and just think of like the scariest thing you can think of, you know, the monster under your bed, it's real and it's coming for you. This kid loses all his shit, turns and runs in the opposite direction, hits the wall that's made out of stone, bashes his forehead into it, and just falls back like a broken log. He's still awake, but you know he's really fucked up, and he's looking up at you as you're walking closer. You know he's still awake, but he just screwed himself. He's just kind of knocked himself silly. Oh, don't eat me. I heard you eat children.
Boy, stay still, boy. What's your name?
You hear, as he might have let loose himself, I am Mo. Mo's son. And he kind of loses himself in frustration and crying. And he bites his lip.
Who is your father, boy?
Dead.
So you won't give me his name? Have you forgotten his face that quickly?
And he starts to, and then he turns and says, Hida, Gaiji. Hida Gaiji. Hida Gaiji has raised me since I was a child, a baby. And he kind of raises his arm as if it was a great weight and points to the man at the far stall that the Akodo would kick the shit out of.
And do you know he's a Hida? Do you know Hida Kenpachi?
He eats people.
You know I'm his son.
You mean Kasat?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I meant to say Hida. I meant to say Hida Kasada. Sorry.
He says that too. Kasada eats his young, like Lord Moon did to his young. Only they escaped, and they don't escape Kasada's belly.
Andrew apparently is Fry, who is also his own grandfather.
I mean, I would be Kasada. we can retcon that. No, I will say, so that man over there raised you a Hida, and yet you disrespect Kasada.
He is Ronin. Does not carry the name, but I know he's Hida.
Do you know what
Kasada
else?
is the eater of children.
Do you know what else he is, boy?
This is what?
He's a fool that's led you to your death.
He starts to just shake uncontrollably.
Do you respect that man now? The three of you laying here in a cell on this night being threatened to either be hanged or executed in even more vile manners? And you think that that man has served you well? That Ronin who's honorless and wanders around like a dog looking for meat?
The kid's eyes just go so wide and wide and wider, almost comical. And his breathing starts to become ragged and tears streaming from his things. You know he's expelled anything that he's eaten again, and he passes out just as stress and the blood pressure that's rushed to him.
And with that, I will turn to Akodo and say, I wonder what's taking that tea so long.
At that, you hear jingle, 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 and here comes Shishiro and Yoko coming out with the tea.
For the record, the moment they serve the tea, Clay, I have absolutely no intention of touching it until everyone else at the table has drunk some.
There's only enough for the two of you.
It doesn't matter. Andrew will drink before I will.
Yeah, I will.
I do not trust Scorpion.
Upon kind of seeing the revulsion again in your eyes, Yoko looks like she's about to do it, but you see Migos, Yamamoto-sama, it is my duty and honor to serve our guest and Hida-sama. She bows very low. She doesn't cut on to what's going on, and by all means, I have some research to do about the moon cult as it was brought forth. Something is troubling me, and with that, we will take a break.
So, Andrew, what was it about us not hurting children?
Hey, I didn't hurt a child, just psychologically. You just did like a Kung Pao street level beatdown.
Hey, I beat down an old man. I broke a child's arm. Let's keep it straight.
This is just like where they watch like all the people attack Master Payne with the fucking stabs, and then he's like, "Yeah, we got to train myself that way." And you're just sitting there beating a corpse, like laying on the ground in that cell, like looking at the boy while you're beating him.
Hey, he challenged my honor.
I think the second one was definitely deserved. That little shit calling you honorless, reaching out at us.
Well, that one guy kept spitting at me and disparaging the lion. So
he's lucky the other guy's lucky we didn't kill him on the spot. The only reason I'm keeping him alive is because I think we need him for something.
Yeah, that's definitely on my list of by the way, my weird shit-o-meter is almost at its maximum right now. Just keep that in mind. I'm not sure it could take any more weird shit tonight.
Yeah, what's really fucked up is like 2 cells down, there's the pregnant shadow tainted woman, and then there's the
with the abomination, right?
The Shugenja child, yeah, in the cell next to her, witnessing the beatdown of the Moon Clan.
Well, then you literally scare the shit out of a little kid. I make one piss himself after right before I break his arm.
If anybody gets out of this without death, it'll be that smallest kid, but I don't even know if he's going to escape death on this one.
Depending on how active he's been. He could probably be recuperated. He could probably be sent up to a monk school or something and be completely redeemed. But it's going to require some very serious redemption stuff.
That's why I was kind of like trying to go cop mode, like how a cop tries to like scare a youth out of doing really bad stuff. I'm trying to like shock him out of it, but
well, I wonder how easy it's going to be to hang that other kid with his fucking arm broke.
that kid's a fucking idiot. We beat that guy fucking senseless into a coma, and then we walk over and go, "Look, I'm not going to hurt you guys if you just cooperate." And then he immediately starts to not cooperate.
He starts threatening us and telling me how I'm an honorless dog, so I'm gonna fucking beat you too. I've got the stick. Oh, am I a terrible person, Andrew?
No, I think it was within. I think it was within the parameters. We
Well,
haven't
also,
crossed. We've just
good.
we've just beat them to subdue them and shut them up. We haven't tortured them yet, so.
Well, also, don't forget this dude has no compassion. He lacks compassion for anyone who ranks lower than he does.
Yeah,
and
I
these
mean,
people definitely rank lower than he does.
we might cross the line into torture at some point here, but I don't think we will. I don't think we'll have to.
By the way, I linked the pundit video for you.
Yeah, I saw the name of it. Matt Mercer could help fix the Dungeons and Dragons
Matt
Mercer
Mercer
effect.
Yeah, Mercer. He won't. I agree, but I'll watch it here later to see exactly what he says because I'm pretty sure he has the same reasons for not liking the dude as I do.
I'm sure it's probably based on Matt Mercer's recent Twitter, where somebody tried to call him out on Reddit, and then he responded to him because some guy was like, "I can't have good games because my players think that all games look like Matt Mercer's games."
Mm-hmm.
And then Matt Mercer gave him a long thing apologizing to him, kind of, and saying, like, people play the game differently. Lots of people don't like the way I play, blah, 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 blah.
That's because your games are professional fucking productions. They're not role-playing games. They're damn television shows. Oh, oops. By the way, dude, I finally got a chance to block that Yong OK dude who decided to say he didn't think I actually had degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard. I saw it. You had a video up that you took down there. Like,
it's on private.
Oh, it's on private.
Mm-hmm. I still have it if I ever want to show it to anybody. But
I didn't get to see it. I saw that you put it up, but I didn't watch it.
I basically in the video I put my foot down as like a very bright red line that was, you will not attack people this way. I don't care if I agree or disagree with the person, that you will treat people with respect, especially people who work hard. Like I worked my ass off for 68 months to get that degree. You can suck my left nut till the right one jiggles.
And on that note, I'm back.
Way to come back on that, Clay. Yay.
Yay. Now, so we are at an hour mark. You guys okay to go? Well, actually, an hour and a half. You guys okay to take a break and kind of finish up your interrogation in this, and then we can continue?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Let me go grab just a little bit of tea. I didn't realize I was going to take.
We'll finish up this scene, and then we'll close out with what you guys want to do and where you guys want to go from next. Right now, you guys the time is 3 a.m. You know, at 4:30 a.m. that the parade will start and they'll make their way towards the Temple of the Sun to light the sun.
Oh, okay, so Clay, just so you know, I'm immediately going to catch up with being crippled.
Sounds good when that happens.
Fucked up. Like, I'm holding this stick after I beat this kid, and as that potion starts to wear off, I probably have to use the stick to stand up.
Ooh, what favors and other things are you going to do to try to get some healing before you guys go about the final bit, if it is the final bit?
I'm going to sell my soul to a fucking Shinto priest.
We shall take a break. I'll stay online, but we'll take a break if you guys want to.
Yeah, I really just need to go get some tea. I didn't realize I was out.
Sounds good. Yes, sir.
Oh, are you still here, Clay?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going to stick around.
What
What's up?
I was gonna ask you what was the tainted pregnant woman and the other girl that we brought here? What were they doing while we were beating these two guys?
Well, until they started to scream and stuff, they were kind of sleeping. And now you know that they're awake, but they're pretending not to be, i.e., they're pretending not to see the torture, the beat down that the Dakota did, or the threats that you may or may not do. So again, there are no witnesses, and they don't want to bear witness.
Yep. I've got a plan. I've got a plan to how to handle this because we've got how many rooms do we have upstairs?
You got a 3-story building. See my picture here? Kind of thinking that's what you have as your main building. You have an off building to store stuff. Plus, you have a walled off area and a garden all around, even a pond. So right here in the picture that I'm showing you, you have 3 tiers, and the ground tier is kind of the where you've got your scrolls, the stuff you let people see, you receive people, and you have some cells here. You have some downstairs. You have a room that was built for the Emerald Magistrates to hold your criminals, you criminally insane and you're tainted, i.e., it's a shithole, and that'll fit 4 or 5 people downstairs. And then you have your upstairs, your residency, which will hold. It has about 5 rooms or so.
Oh, yep. Okay, that's what we're doing. I'm when Akodo gets back. Are you back, Kyle?
Indeed, and I may have lied to you guys. I didn't think about it, but it's feeling the way I am. I'm gonna see if taking a shot of fucking bourbon will help me.
Booze always helps out.
Might open up my fucking sinuses and shit. So it's mango habanero.
There you go. So let's finish this up on your guys' interrogation, and we will proceed where you guys want to go, and then end it. So what do you guys want to do? That guy's still kind of just had pulled himself up now.
Which guy?
The only one that's remaining, the cultist.
The first one that he made?
Yeah. He kind of sits on his butt because he's kind of been beaten up.
I'll look at Akodo and say, let's take him downstairs to the other cell.
I'm okay with this, Andrew, but give me a second because, oh my God, I may have drank that too fucking fast. That is, the back of my throat feels like I ate about 3 habaneros at once.
Take a breath.
While he's doing that, then while he's recovering, let's transport this rat bastard.
We'll shift the scene as you guys have made your way down and Yoko's there. Question: who's got what? When the Hatamoto gave you guys a gift for saving his,
I took the black fan.
You took the black fan. What did you take, Ida?
I got the jade like Amaterasu-san. However, I know that's what we needed here to do this. However, that is no longer in my control because I threw it to that I don't remember if it was I think it was a Shoshiro. I threw it to that Shoshiro in the warehouse with the Shugenja that had summoned the Oni.
Okay, you threw it and it bounced off the shield, didn't it?
No, I didn't throw it to him. I didn't throw it to the Shugenja. I threw it to the Scorpion.
You threw it to the brother, the Scorpion bodyguard on the side.
Yeah, and I asked him to look at it and consider his path as like a Zen thing, and then he set it down on the table, and I didn't grab it because of where it was at.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're down there in the
live stream note. Do not drink the mango habanero fucking bourbon on live stream because Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Sorry about that play.
No worries. So
I did not realize he was going to hit me up that fast.
Yoko will light her hand and think of what are they called? Lightning bugs. Kind of glow around her hand and swirl around you guys so it lights up the area.
Was this a Studio Ghibli film?
Yes. Since I watched it the other day.
Well, down in the torture pit in the bottom of the basement.
That's it. We're going to create a pit of despair on the bottom of your house. That's what I want. I want a pit of despair. Can I create the machine?
What I do, Clay, is I lower him a bottle of sake and say it puts the alcohol in its stomach.
But what does it get again?
You have no idea what hell I will bring you.
So what are you going to do?
Okay,
So we are going to drag him downstairs. You don't happen to have spears like Yuri spears up here?
You have an armory of different things.
Right. I'm going to get a spear and I'm going to stick it to the small of this fucker's back and I'm going to frog march him.
He
If he
goes.
tries to run, I will ram the spear through his spine.
No, he doesn't fight you. He goes where you guys lead him.
I guess that beating did some good. Stop fighting. But
Yoko's coming with us.
Yeah, Yoko's coming down unless you tell her not to.
she may not want to be here for what we might have to do, but okay.
Did we regain a void from the tea?
With that, since I was going to be beautiful before we end this, be very nice. Yes, it's a new session. Did you guys drink it? I know Hida did. Did you drink it, Akoto, after Hida did?
Yes. If Hida drinks it, I'll drink it. My concern to drink it first is that it's poisoned.
Okay. As you, with that, I will give you guys a void point with it. But I also give the two of you a sweet-smelling perfume as you bring it to your lips. Not you, damn it. 1 second. Gotta take one more quick break and then.
No problem, dude. Yeah, Andrew, I did not think through drinking that alcohol at all.
Yeah, it don't look like it. I'll be right back though. I gotta step away for a sec.
Roger, Roger.
All right, sorry about that.
Oh, good. We're still waiting for Clay to come back, so.
I had a couple audio messages I had to listen to.
Yeah. Have you been watching my videos on best worst?
No.
I have a feeling I'm going to make certain people very sad at the end of that.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. So, the Akoto, once he drank it, and it kind of lingers, especially down here in the dank, you get a cherry blossom, flowery kind of fragrance kind of on your upper lip on the side. Do you have a beard or mustache?
No.
So it kind of just on your skin. Really strong, especially in the filth that you got.
Nice.
And you guys are downstairs in the basement. What do you wish to do?
And Yoko's with us?
Yoko's with you.
Okay. I'm going to look at Akoto and look at him, and I say, we have about an hour and a half before this is going to go down. We heard what that other one said was going to happen in the vision. We need to extract some information from this man.
Yoko kind of gives you a look. Excuse me, I have paperwork to do.
Oh, one moment, Yoko, before you leave. You said that there was a way that we could test to make sure this man was touched by Lord Moon.
Yes. It is possible if you have crystal in which to do so. My research shows that if you have crystal blessed by Lady Sun, that it would hurt almost like jade hurts a Shadowlands creature.
Any chance you know where we might get some of that crystal?
She brings up the gift. No, she doesn't know about that. Not here in the city, no.
All right, very well. When you were up there, Yoko, could you check on our two other inmates, the young girl and the woman we had brought in earlier, to make sure they're okay? This has probably been pretty traumatic for both of them.
I'm going to go ahead and speak up and tell her while she's at it to see about setting that poor boy's arm. I would hate for his arrangement at the gallows to go poorly because of a broken arm.
Okay. She leaves. And she shuts the door or trap door. But you guys have the floating air spirits floating around, so you guys can see.
Okay, what did the boy say this guy's name was? It was Hito what?
Gaoji.
Gaoji. So I am going to say, looking at him, all right, Hito Gaoji, time for you to start talking. First of all, I want to know a thing or two about how you became a Ronin and why you've decided to disgrace the name that I wear.
He kind of gives you a stink look. I'm not going to say nothing.
You're not going to tell me that.
No.
Why do you think this city is corrupted?
Because you follow Lady Sun, and she is corruption.
And where'd you get that idea?
Lord Moon.
What exactly has Lord Moon done for you?
Many things.
Like what?
Things I cannot say. You are not part of the group. You are not part of the Brotherhood.
Sounds to me like you're brainwashed. And I'm gonna smile and look over at a Kodo with kind of a whimsical look on my face. Lord Moon pulls the strings, little puppet boy dances.
He ignores you. Unless you're going to dishonor yourself and torture me for the information that I do possess. Just kill me and be done with it, you coward.
I'm going to whisper in his ear, Clay. It's only dishonorable if somebody else sees it. Nobody will believe scum like you.
So the line has no honor to witness a Hida torturing his prisoners? An Emerald Magistrate at that?
I'm going to use the butt of the spear and I'm going to hit him upside the back of the fucking head and remind him he has no room to talk about.
He falls in the muck and the mush.
I'm going to remind him he will never speak of honor to me.
Not the head. Beat him, but don't beat the head. We need him to stay lucid.
So, what are you guys going to do? He is tight-lipped after that. No matter what you do, even if you prod him, he does not say anything.
That's why, hey, Clay, just to embarrass him further, just to make sure he understands what I mean and to follow the magistrate's request, I'm going to kick him in the back, straight flat into the mud, and muck and disgustingness, and remind him he's never to speak to me of honor again, because he is an honorless dog.
He looks up at you and wipes his face, smiles, just sits there in the muck.
Okay. After he gets back up, after he's had his little go with him, I'm going to pull out a little paring knife from my belt, and I'm going to walk over and lean down to him, and I'm going to stab him above the kneecap and twist it.
Are you torturing him?
I'm torturing the fuck out of him.
Okay, this will require an intimidation awareness roll. Torture, if you have torture, is the emphasis.
I'm using my void point to gain a skill point in torture. Oh, torture is an emphasis. It's an emphasis. So it's intimidation what?
Awareness, and you get a 1k1 on top of that.
Okay, yep, let's do it then. So awareness.
Okay, Okota, what are you doing as you see this go down?
Is he still on his? Is he on his face? Or
no, he kind of rolled over. He's kind of on his back, and it looked like he's getting up. And that's when the
I'm gonna pin him to the ground.
Ooh, let me make some notes.
Clay. 3 can keep a secret if 2 are dead.
Oh, you're gonna kill him, a magistrate, huh? Okay, go ahead and make your roll, magistrate.
Applying Benjamin Franklin to L5R doesn't always work, but you know what? Fuck it.
Okay, so spending the void, I got a 35.
Okay. As you go ahead and give me what you do to torture him, and then I will break him, and I'll give you his spiel.
So I walk over and I lean down, and I have this like this very stern look on my face, like I'm at the wall. And when I lean into him, I'll say, "You forget the things I see on the wall. Torturing a piece of shit like you means nothing to me." And I stab him above the knee and I twist it. And when I do so, I'll lean in and grunt heavily in front of him and say, "You'll tell me what I want, or I'll have your pain until everything is ah!" And I'll scream at him.
Okay, in between your statements, as you make these dramatic pauses and start your gruntle, he goes, no, we found out about the mask when we saw the scorpion try to smuggle them into the city. At first we thought they were just single, sorry, little magic items. But then, as you just grind, Osama found out what they really were. Porcelain mask of the unnameable. The unnameable one's porcelain mask with the power to bring the dead to life. And as you growl, he's like, and command the undead husks of an army of zombies. And that's when you start to growl, and he starts, like he's saying, it was, and then that's when you just really dive it in. He's about to say something, but the pain kind of gets to him.
And I'll yell, I'll let off the knife a little bit, and I'll say, like, "What is their plan? What are they doing with the zombies? Tell me! Tell me!"
He goes, I don't know what his real name is. He's the leader of our cult. He bought the mask from a merchant. I don't know his name, Whisper something, and we were to load them from a crab warehouse downtown to his hideout by the river. I never met the merchant, but Osama was getting to stay there free until the deal was done. We left that we left. That's when the magistrates found us and brought us here. All I know is that the cult plans to conquer the light. Your goal is to destroy anything Lady Sun prizes. Please stop what you're doing.
I will I will get up and I'll turn to Akoto and I'll say, "Go get the comfortable chair."
now, the Shatner magistrate is done talking.
No way, that's not what I actually say. I stop torturing the guy and I stand up and look at you.
After the Shatner magistrate is done, I'm gonna look down at this guy, and I'm gonna get real close to his face and say straight to, "You're an honorless dog. No man with honor would ever betray his family or his clan. What worthlessness have you brought into this place?"
He just starts to breathe. And he stops as the kind of pain subsides, almost that numbingness. He's had too much pain. It's kind of getting a little numb as he's kind of gotten used to where this place has been in pain. And he stops to talk.
I'm going to pull the knife from his knee and throw it to him. And I'm going to say, leaning down.
He has more.
I'm giving him the knife, and I'm going to say, "Now go on. Show me what you're going to do with it." And I will slowly put my hand on my wakizashi, expecting him to try to attack me when I give him the knife.
He doesn't. He just sits there looking. He's hurt. You notice that you've defeated him. I do not know what. He breathes, and he just hurt so bad. All I can tell you is where they're hiding and what they planned. He's lost a lot of blood, and he's probably a little delirious. It is by the bridge of the drunken lovers that this is my people are at. I don't know, and he's trying to stop, not say something, And as he says, and he says something, as he says that, blackness kind of erupts from his mouth. You guys have to get away as he kind of says, and a foulness hits you. You see that where his wrist was, under his arm, his wrist, this tattoo, this circlet, flares up a little bit. And think of, I don't know, the new Tomb Raider movie. You know, when they find the Empress and she rots away, he kind of rots away itself from that mark on under his arm. It just kind of rots, and then he dies as he says the word murder.
And okay, when he falls down, then I'll look down and at the withered body and turn to Yakoto and say, "When we cut his bounds, there was a struggle. He took my knife that we used to cut it with. Damn fool ended up killing himself."
As you say that, Yoko appears. I have. She covers her face.
And repeating it like I've now convinced myself, Kenpachi says, "We cut his binds and he went berserk. There was a struggle. Damn fool killed himself."
Are we going full Manchurian candidate here?
Yoko says, "Of course, Emperor Magistrate. We can bury him, but the curse of Lord Moon took him."
Indeed, we should probably burn the body.
Damn it, I was going to say point blank, we don't bury anybody like this. He's to be burned.
And as Yakoto says that, and is matching what you say, we're going to burn the body, and he's frustratedly said that's when the pain rips through him as all his wounds, everything is dealt with. Think of a train coming through the tunnel and the light shining just kind of hits him. And almost, I need you to give me another willpower check, a willpower check, sir, as the pain rushes you.
Okay, 1 sec. $19.
If you haven't spent your void, you could save it, but your head goes black. Your eyes roll into the back of your head. Ida, are you going to catch the Yakoto?
Yeah, I'll catch him. I won't let him fall.
Okay, you collect him, and he kind of, the Yari, he drops as he just kind of almost instinctually grabs his Bashios to make sure they don't fall, and the pain just rips. You know he's in pain. Even Yoko kind of, as he falls into your arms. And the last thing you see, Yakoto, is we must call. The last thing you hear as darkness takes you is, "I will call someone to help him and to clear this mess." What do you say, Hida? That's the last thing Yakoto hears.
I'll say, "Yes, let's get him back upstairs to somewhere where he can lie down. We've got to deal with this body."
And that's the last thing you hear. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, where we'll end tonight's game. And we should be able to come to a conclusion next week. Do they succeed? Do they fail? Do they know what's going on? And if they succeed, what is the fallout? Thanks for watching, and we will bullshit with you later. Bye.